What's up, everybody? G here, VP of Content, fitnessinformant.com, here today to bring you a review on one of our new favorite pre-workouts here on Fitness Informant, SuperHuman Burn. This is the new SuperHuman from Alphaline, obviously. We were big fans of their Supreme last year, as well as the regular SuperHuman. They've gone through some reformulations recently, and this is actually a new pre-workout from them with a brand new ingredient introduced to the market. So let's dive into the profile, taste, effectiveness, mixability, value, and let you know if this pre is worth it for you. Let's go. All right, let's start off with the ingredient profile. This starts us off with 4 grams of citrulline. This converts to arginine in the body, which is a precursor to nitric oxide. This is going to help with pumps. This is actually the only real pump ingredient in this product, whether or not you consider a taurine one, which we'll get to. Solid dose there. Next up, we have beta-alanine at 3.6 grams. This is 400 milligrams above the clinical dose, which is fine. We don't care. It could be even 3 grams, we wouldn't care. With that said, this buffers lactic acid buildup as you exercise, which may aid endurance. It's dosed well. You still want to take beta-alanine on your off days to keep the saturation going, so note that. Next up, we have 1 gram of taurine, helps with blood flow and hydration. 1 gram, solid dose. Nice to see there. Moving on to the SuperHuman Energy Matrix, this starts us off with 225 milligrams of caffeine. This is actually a really good dose of caffeine. I know the standard is around 300, which there are actually 300 milligrams in here, roughly. So 225, solid dose there. This is about 2 cups of coffee, a little bit more. Next up, we have L-theanine at the same dose, 225 milligrams. Theanine is there to prevent any jitters, anxiety that you might get from stimulants. Caffeine's a pretty mild stimulant for many. It could be strong for some, but it is actually a somewhat high dose of theanine. You can do 50 milligrams, 100 milligrams to do it, but this is definitely meant to combat, the side effects of caffeine. So it might even cause some people to get tired. We'll get into that, into the effectiveness. We didn't notice it, spoiler. Next up, we have Infinergy at 100 milligrams. This is a time-release caffeine. It's 75 milligrams of caffeine by weight, so you're getting, in total, 300 milligrams of caffeine in this product, which is standard, and some of it is gonna come a little bit later, therefore you're probably not gonna crash. Theanine helps with that too, so Energy Matrix is solid. Now we get to what makes this, SuperHuman Burn. The SuperHuman Fat Burn Matrix starts us off with MitoBurn. This is the new ingredient introduced to the market. MitoBurn is Albaba. This is a new ingredient to the market. It's actually a very interesting take on fat loss. We suggest you look it up. We're also going to post an article on it ourselves. When you work out, your body releases myokines, and Albaba is one of them. It's actually been shown to reduce blood sugar and help oxidize fat, and it's not like just a stimulant. So it's a very interesting ingredient, and at 500 milligrams, it is dosed very well. We'll get into that, into the effectiveness, what you can expect from this, and you'll probably enjoy it. Next up, we have cocoa butyrol. This contains alkaloids from cocoa extract. Theobromine is one of those, and there's several others. There's antioxidants in there. It may help with fat loss. Not too much to say there. 100 milligrams is a solid dose. Next up, we have Advantra Z. This is synephrine at 100 milligrams. At a 50% extract, so 50 total milligrams of synephrine. Synephrine a beta agonist, a very mild one, might help with energy as well. It's very common in fat burn, it's very safe. We love it, and it is dosed well. So good job, or Alphaline rather. Next up, the final ingredient in this fat burning matrix is Calorie Burn GP. This is Grains of Paradise. This is a source of 6-paradol. This has been shown in human studies to help with oxidizing fat. It can help with thermogenesis. We have a whole article on it on our site. Check it out. 40 milligrams, solid dose. That will give this like a spicy taste to it. So finally, we have the SuperHuman Focus Matrix. 1 gram of choline bitartrate. This we're gonna have to not. Choline bitartrate is not the best source of choline. Choline converts to acetylcholine in the brain, which is a neurotransmitter. It's gonna help with focus. It's a nootropic ingredient. Choline bitartrate has poor bioavailability. We prefer alpha GPC or cytocholine, CUP choline. Either way, at least at a gram, it's not just 100 milligrams pixie dust in. So next up, we have acetyl-L-carnitine at 1 gram. This is a form of carnitine that actually can be good for focus. It does cross the blood-brain barrier very well, and there are multiple human studies showing that it can be good for focus. 1 gram is a solid dose. And moving on, the last ingredient in this blend is L-tyrosine. Tyrosine converts to L-dopa, which is also a precursor to dopamine. Dopamine has a lot of benefits. It's a feel-good neurotransmitter. It's going to help with focus. It's one of my favorite nootropics personally, and also has there are some studies showing it's good for thyroid, like it converts to thyroid hormone as well. So 1 gram, solid dose. That's it for that blend. And finally, we have the Absorption Matrix, 25 milligrams of estrogen and 5 milligrams of BioPerine. These two have been shown to potentially help aid in absorption of certain ingredients. Both are dosed fairly well. They could be doubled, but it's not really going to make a big difference in our eyes. So overall, the profile is pretty stacked. It's not overloaded. Besides the fat burning matrix, it's not overloaded in any one area. You know, you could always add an agnatine to it or a nitrate to it, make it even better. But still, overall, it's very well-rounded. It's solid, and for a fat-burning pre-workout, it's, in our opinion, the best for that purpose. So, great job, Alpha Lion. We love it. Superhuman, one of my favorite pre's here. Let's move on to the effectiveness, because that's really what matters. So, for the effectiveness, we all use this here on Fitness Informant, even before it was released. We have to say, energy's great. You know, it's solid. It's not over the top like Superhuman Supreme is. The pump isn't the strongest, however, still noticeable. What we really got out of this is a burn. And what I mean by burn is I could take this, 2 scoops of this, literally 10 minutes into just like pre-workout warm-ups. I would be sweating and I would start to notice it. I would work out at home for the time I was using this, and I would have to take my shirt off because everything would just get drenched. Didn't want to make any more laundry than I really needed to. You really build, it's like, there's no GBB in here, another ingredient that's popular for like, you know, thermogenesis. It does help you sweat. This one does that and might even be stronger in my opinion. So as far as the burn goes, it's there. Energy solid. Pumps are there. You can always stack it with another pump product. I did that sometimes as well. Focus is there as well. It's not over the top, but it's still good. Any boost in any amount of tyrosine with caffeine works very well, at least for me. So overall, it's a very well-rounded pre-workout that's really going to make you sweat. I even took it for cardio some days. Just, you know, took 1 scoop, morning cardio, fasted, and I would build up sweat very easily. Usually it takes me about 20 minutes. 5 minutes into my workout, I was already drenched. So there is something to this MitoBurn, as well as the other fat-burning ingredients like synephrine and grains of paradise. Grains of paradise is very proven, so, or very popular for that, for thermogenesis as well. Either way, effectiveness. This stuff is awesome because it's well-rounded and it does deliver on its promise, which is a burn. So moving on to taste, we had the Hulk juice, which is a sour gummy flavor. There's a little bit of spice to it due to some of the ingredients, especially the grains of paradise. Either way, it was pretty good. It wasn't the best sour gummies we've had. Taste isn't everything, but we do have to rate it. It's more popular these days than it was like 10 years ago or so. Still, it's very drinkable. 1 to 2 scoops, you can water it down or just put a little bit of water. I wouldn't recommend dry scooping this due to the grains of paradise, but overall I'd give it around 7.5 to 8 out of 10. Not the best, not the worst. It's drinkable. Some might even enjoy it if you like sour gummies that much. All right, as for mixability, you're gonna see me here take 2 scoops, mix it with about 8 ounces of water. Gonna shake up the cup, or close the lid, shake up the shaker cup, and shake it up. And it mixes fairly well. It's not the best. There are some floating things around, but nothing that you actually notice get caught in your throat. The only thing that might get caught in your throat is the grains of paradise, but you're not gonna get a clump in your mouth anytime. So overall, nothing to complain about. Good job there, Alpha Lion. We have no complaints. All right, so as for the value, you can get a tub of this for $60 directly from the Alpha Lion website. If you use coupon code Informant, that'll bring it down 15%. That'll bring it down to about $1.02 per serving. If you use 2 scoops, that's $2.04 a serving. For a very well-rounded pre-workout, that actually doubles as a fat burn. You could literally take this as a fat burn if you really wanted to, instead of just pre-workout. That is a solid deal to us. We like it because it is very well-rounded. It's kind of versatile, especially with 1 scoop being more than enough for people that just want to get a sweat and some energy in the gym. You can always stack a pump product with it. You can find some cheap pump product added to it, and you should have a very stacked pre-workout. So, solid deal. Be sure to use the coupon code, of course, and yeah, we like it. So overall, SuperHuman Burn is one of our favorite pre-workouts on the market right now. It's very well-rounded. 1 ingredient, the choline bitartrate, I think we could do without or change, but no big deal there. At least it's at a solid dose. Taste is great, profile's solid, the mixability is fine, and the value is very fair, especially for a well-rounded pre-workout. This pre can be something you just keep around for days you want to just do cardio, build up a nice sweat easily, or just when you're cutting it, just want, a little extra edge, and especially if you want to try MitoBurn, this one will certainly make you sweat more than many other products out there, maybe more than Parson PDB in my opinion. So at least in our experience. So be sure to check out the written review. Follow us on IG, Facebook, check out our website.